Creative, enthusiastic, energetic, quintessentially English, and passionate in everything I do. My name is Deborah Heath. I'm an interior designer and I have two companies, one designed by Deborah and English Rose Interiors. We create something that's quintessentially English, so has a little eccentricity, something unique and something that is just outstanding. I love creating beautiful things, and I think about it takes me all right back to my dancing days, because I loved ballet and I loved the theatre of the whole of ballet. It wasn't just the beautiful dancing, it was the costumes and the staging of it, and it just created this fantasy world that was just amazingly beautiful. And it was just that sort of feeling, well, you could create that anywhere, you could create that in somebody's home. I've always painted, started doing it a bit more seriously, painted murals on the children's walls, did them for friends, and that really entered me into the world of interior design. I've been inspired by many different things. Sometimes a client has a piece of fabric, has a painting, has something that they particularly love, that they want to have as part of their interior design. Sometimes it is obviously the property itself, the design of the property, the age of the property. So those all have influence on it. But sometimes it might just be walking down the road, seeing somebody's clothes, or even just out in the woods. I have a dog which I regularly walk, and sometimes just walking out with him just gives me time to think. I'm constantly creating a bank of ideas that I can draw on, use as inspiration, and to show the client, I've thought of this, what do you think of this, and seeing the reaction and how it then leads the process really of creating something that could turn into a beautiful interior.
When we bought the cottage about 10 years ago, it was in a pretty poor state. It had a sort of dark, depressing air to it, and it just really felt unloved. I turned to Deborah because I felt that her flair with colour and her creativity in her use of soft furnishings would help enhance the cottage.
The relationship between the client and designer is essential. I think, first of all, that the client has to feel that they can trust you and that you will think about them and their considerations. After all, you are designing their home. They're going to live in it, not me. So it has to be something that really sort of suits their lifestyle and their needs and their desires. And so it's very much a conversation between myself and the client all the way through to ensure that what we think will look great is what they also expect and want. There'll be quite a lot of initial discussion about what it is they're wanting to do, how much they've got to spend, and getting to know the client, them getting to know myself and my other designers. And then we will come up with a few ideas, just be inspiration at that point of the sort of thoughts that we have about how we think we could design. From there, we would then start specifically talking about colours and maybe showing them fabrics, and that will eventually create inspiration boards, mood boards, and some 3D drawings of how we would expect the room to look.
Deborah brings skill and expertise in the area that she works in. She has an enormous amount of energy, and she's quite infectious in terms of her energy. So she gave me time and guided me through it, so that without any exception, I've always been delighted with every aspect that we've done.
Essentially, the room has got to work for the client. It's very interesting that it's not only got to be beautiful, it has got to actually function well. And so one of the important things is in the design to get the marriage of beauty and functionality brought together. And what I would look for in a room is having that wow factor that the client recognises as something that's just unique and just so beautiful, but also does what it's supposed to do. When I enter a property, ideas rush in immediately and you're getting a lot of feeling from the client and from the property. And what I bring to any property is that sense of quintessentially English craftsmanship, the classic, the elegance, and the sort of sense of history that comes with it, that just means that they will have something so special that it cannot be reproduced elsewhere. I am quite passionate that I use people who I know who are experts in their field, who create stunning items, whether it be curtains, cushions, laying carpets, making kitchen furniture. So that I have a large team of people who all have been with me for a long time, who I know and trust, and who do a very good job. And I should be looking to replicate that over in the United States, to create a team over there who will also be able to deliver the highest quality that we're able to for our clients.
We specialise in high-end, pre-1940s antique and reproduction sanitary ware. We do offer entirely unique products. You can mix the old with the new, the antiques with the reproduction, which will give you a truly bespoke bathroom. I don't think you can get that anywhere else in the world. I think Deborah opening up in the US will help people have the confidence to buy these beautiful pieces and give them another 20, 30, 40 years.
Everyone's got a different room space and a different idea of what they want, so our job is to make their dreams reality. We're carrying on the craft traditions, building the finest quality furniture. Happily, the American market's always been a strong part of our worldwide portfolio, as indeed, you know, the best of British manufacturing is. They do appreciate quality, and we want to be part of that great success story, really. We can offer the sort of in-depth specialist advice on furniture, the types of wood, sketching and design, and our role is to support her in that endeavour by advising on the types of timber, the types of design, if they want traditional or more contemporary designs. Our role is to do drawings and give her the information rapidly that she needs to fulfil her client's dreams.
The quality of the workmanship, you can see that somebody has lovingly made it. You feel that it's somebody's heart and soul has gone into making it. You can see that's their passion. It shows with the product at the end.
I think the benefit of bringing somebody in like Deborah is that she's able to keep a much wider perspective than I think you yourself can. And she brings with that her flair and her imagination and her creativity. We're delighted with what we now have. It's been done very tastefully and very beautifully, and it has just brought the whole cottage to life, and it's full of love and warmth now.
Success really is a reaction from my clients. The success is when a client loves what you've done, but accepts that they've gone much further than they'd ever have gone on their own. So you really see that you've added value to their home, to their lives, really, in the way that you've designed their property, and they now have something that they are proud of, that is unique and just beautiful to return home to.